Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is DRL, and we are back with some Clash Royale. Now, today's video, we will not be discussing the deck, right? Sometimes on this channel, we do cover issues related to Clash Royale, a couple gems, best practices, and we also go over some gameplay from the challenges and discuss the new hot content in Clash Royale. So if you have not been paying attention to what's going on recently, I don't know, but the Fisherman is really taking over. This card is tearing up the meta. And what's crazy about it is that most people are unlocking it from the challenge at level 9. So it's not even like a maxed out legendary card that will make an impact. It's a pretty new card for everybody. Like, everyone has experienced this together. And obviously with the Royale pass, it creates more of an opportunity for people to obtain the card, which brings up my next point. If you guys are in the challenge, right, you still haven't completed it, and you're going up against someone whose name is not in gold letters, and you're on the match that's going to get you the 15th win, then folks, I think the best thing to do is to let that person win. If you have a spell, throw it at the King Tower, activate it, give them some type of sign that you're going to let them win, right? Give them a signal. I think it's just a good practice. It's good for the community. And honestly, you can go right back in because you have the Royale pass, or you might just need another win. You know, you might just have one strike at the moment or 2 strikes, so you're all good, right? So definitely do that. And to show you that I'm practicing when I preach, I'll show you my attempt, right, to unlock the Fisherman emote, because I already got the Fisherman on my last video. I'll show you that I did the same thing too, so that way you guys can see I'm not just preaching for no reason. I'm doing the same thing as well. I got the emote afterwards. I'll show you the match that helped me earn that, which I had to use the Goblin Cage, and which was crazy about it because the Goblin Cage is really not a good card. Cool concept, but it's just not good, right? It needs to get some type of improvement, and it did get buffed recently, but nonetheless, I used the Goblin Cage in a pretty cool way to defend against the Expo, so I think that that'll be a good match to watch. So enough with all that, folks. Kind of talked a little bit more than I usually do in the beginning of videos. I just wanted to get a couple points across. So let's get into the gameplay. I'll tell you the play-by-play of exactly what my thought process is, and then we'll figure out what deck video we're going to feature in the next content next week. All right, so thanks for all the support, folks. Again, if you enjoy this, slap the like button. If it's your first time checking out the channel, then definitely subscribe, because we're covering Clash Royale content on here all the time, and we're having a ton of fun. All right, so let's get into it. All right, here we go. So we're going against Rotem G from Man B. We're going to take the guards. We'll take the Royal Giant. I think like the Royal Giant is a must pick in the draft challenges. Take the poison spell, and then I'm going to take the tombstone. Now, they gave us Rascals, and they gave us the Goblin Cage, and they gave us the Prince. So not too bad, to be honest with you. They have the Fisherman, and they have the Giant, which is pretty solid. So we'll play the Rascals right in the back. We're going to wait before we drop something else. I want to like space things out. And then we'll play the Tombstone, right? That way the Tombstone can spawn the Skellies behind the Rascals. And then we'll drop the guards as well. That way it can break down that Knight. And then we're going to play the Poison to get rid of that Dark Goblin. And try to do some damage against the towers. So they played the Royal Recruits, which was really good in the sense because it stopped me from doing damage to the tower. But we had enough troops to be able to break them down quickly. So I think that was a pretty good situation for us. We'll play the Rascals again, because at this point, I feel like we had an elixir advantage. So we'll play them at the bridge. We just need to worry about that Fisherman. They played the Knight behind my archers. That was a good play. So what I'm going to do here is going to play the Prince. We're going to get rid of the Dark Goblin quickly. Fisherman. And then now we just need to break down that Knight, which was also getting hit by the Archer Tower. So placement is real important. In that case there, we got a good trade-off with the elixir. So now they have the Giant coming down. We drop down the Goblin Cage. By the time that Giant reaches across, we should be able to finish him off with the guards. And if the Goblin comes out, then we're in real good predicament right there. Goblin's going to break it down. Guy is so buff, man. He does a lot of damage, but it's just his HP is a little underwhelming. We'll drop down the Royal Giant. We're just going to do some chip damage right there. And it will follow up with the bats so that we can break down the Royal Recruits. We don't want the Recruits going across the bridge because they can endure a lot of damage and do damage to my tower. So we're looking really good. We got their tower down to 651. We got barely any damage done on our side. We'll play the Rascals again. And now they dropped down to Expo. So that's pretty scary, right? Because I didn't really expect that. So we dropped the Tombstone real quick. And then we'll play the Goblin Cage. We lost one on that Elixir exchange, but it prevented my tower from getting hit. And then now the Goblin Cage is going to spawn. And then on the other side, we got the Prince and the Rascal combination going. So we're able to get the tower down. But what's most important is that the Goblin Cage was able to defend against the Expo with no issue. We'll play the Bats. It's breaking down everything there. Play the Tombstone to distract the Giant. Bats is still doing damage since they're on our side of the arena. So all we need to do now is make sure that the Fisherman doesn't grab any of our troops. And we'll break them down with a distance, right? We'll use the guards to protect our archers along with the Boy Rascal, and then we'll drop down the poison spell to do damage against the tower in the event that we have enough time to get it. But we did it, but we got the win, and I think that it worked out really well with the cards that we had, and that was it. So with this win, I unlocked the Fisherman Emote. You guys saw in the pictures earlier, I unlocked the Fisherman from the legendary chest during the challenge, so I have 2 Fishermen, got them up to level 10. Really excited about that, especially since I'm using that deck from the video yesterday. And if you have not seen that video, then definitely look in the comments. I'm going to drop the link so you guys can check it out. It's a real sick P.E.K.K.A. Fisherman deck where the synergy is insane, right? It's a really good combination, and it really gets the job done very well on the ladder. But other than that, folks, I'm really enjoying Clash Royale. I'm in a good state with Clash Royale. The game is a lot of fun. Been enjoying grinding the challenges. Been enjoying getting the crown chest open, the past Royale unlocks. Game is cool. So appreciate all the support you guys have been showing on the channel, because believe it or not, channel's growing pretty quick now at a nice pace. I'm very happy with it, and that's all because of you guys. All right, so thank you very much. Peace out. Catch you in the next video. Leave comments down below what deck archetype you want me to do, because if you don't tell me, I'll probably do more Fisherman decks. All right, so thank you. Peace out.